Stoicism versus Epicureanism. Which one fits you? The quest for eudaimonia, or human flourishing, is perhaps the oldest and most persistent human endeavor. Over 2 millennia ago in ancient Greece, 2 major philosophical schools emerged, offering strikingly different, yet profoundly influential, roadmaps to a good life: Stoicism and Epicureanism. While they are often simplistically pitted against each other, one as austere self-control and the other as pleasure-seeking indulgence, a deeper look reveals a sophisticated and remarkably relevant contrast for modern life. Understanding their nuances isn't just an academic exercise. It's a personal inventory that helps you decide which ancient wisdom is the best fit for navigating your unique modern challenges. The Stoic path: virtue, control, and resilience. Stoicism, founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE, is not about suppressing feelings. It's about redefining your relationship with them. Its core teaching revolves around the dichotomy of control, discerning between things we can control, our judgments, impulses, and desires, and things we cannot, other people's actions, external events, sickness, death. The ultimate good, according to the Stoics, is virtue, meaning excellence of character and reason. This virtue is sufficient for happiness. This isn't about mere moral goodness, but about living in accordance with nature, meaning the rational order of the universe. When we apply reason to our lives, we achieve apatheia, often mistranslated as apathy, but correctly understood as clarity of mind free from destructive emotions, like excessive fear, craving, and anger. Brain, the unique Stoic toolkit: premeditation and perspective. Where Stoicism gets especially compelling is its practical, sometimes counterintuitive techniques. 1. Premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils. The practice of deliberately imagining worst-case scenarios, not to wallow in fear, but to rob those potential events of their power. By mentally rehearsing the loss of a job, a relationship, or even health, the Stoic prepares the mind, ensuring that when fate inevitably delivers a blow, it lands on a prepared, resilient spirit rather than a brittle one. It's a psychological inoculation against misfortune. 2. The view from above. A method of gaining perspective by imagining your life and problems from a cosmic distance. Imagine yourself, your city, your country, and the whole Earth as a tiny speck in the vast universe. This practice instantly shrinks ego-driven worries, revealing the pettiness of many daily anxieties and emphasizing the larger, interconnected human community we are all a part of. 3. The reserve clause. The Stoics encouraged undertaking action with a quiet caveat: fate permitting. This acknowledges that while you can control your effort, the outcome is never guaranteed, thus protecting you from despair when efforts fail. This builds anti-fragility, the ability to not just withstand stress, but to improve because of it. For the Stoic, life's inevitable suffering is not to be avoided, but to be integrated and used as an opportunity to practice virtue, making them ideal for someone seeking inner fortress and unshakable tranquility in a chaotic world. Grape, the Epicurean path: tranquility, friendship, and minimal pain. Epicureanism, founded by Epicurus, also around 300 BCE, is equally misunderstood. It is not hedonism in the modern sense of relentless pursuit of luxury and fleeting gratification. Instead, it is a philosophy centered on ataraxia, freedom from mental disturbance, and aponia, absence of physical pain. The Epicureans' ultimate goal is tranquility, a stable state of peace. Epicurus categorized pleasure into two types: kinetic, active, exciting, and temporary, like eating a delicious meal, and katastematic, stable, long-lasting, like the feeling of contentment and the absence of want. He argued that the katastematic pleasures, the simple joy of being free from pain and fear, are the highest and most attainable forms of happiness. House, the unique Epicurean toolkit: simplicity and selective engagement. The Epicurean project involves a strategic retreat and a deep focus on what truly maximizes stable pleasure. 1. The garden, kepos. Epicureans believed that to achieve tranquility, one must limit exposure to the major sources of human anxiety: politics, fame, and wealth accumulation. They lived in simple, intentional communities, the garden, where they prioritized friendship above all, seeing it as the greatest source of life's pleasure and security. 2. Rational hedonism and the minimal desire. This school taught a disciplined approach to desire. Instead of seeking more extravagant things, the Epicurean seeks to minimize the desires themselves. The man who is content with simple bread and water is far richer than the man who constantly craves expensive banquets, because the former can satisfy his needs any time, guaranteeing contentment. This emphasis on simplicity is a powerful antidote to modern consumerism. 3. The four-part cure, tetrapharmakos. This short credo tackles the greatest sources of human fear and anxiety. Don't fear the gods. They are either uninterested or too far removed to worry about. Don't worry about death. When we exist, death is not, and when death exists, we are not. It is the cessation of sensation, thus it is not painful. What is good is easy to acquire. Basic needs, food, shelter, friendship, are simple and sufficient. What is terrible is easy to endure. Intense pain is usually short-lived, and chronic pain is mild enough to be borne. For the Epicurean, a good life is one that is small, private, and filled with deep shared contentment, making them ideal for someone seeking stable contentment and freedom from anxiety. Veil, the modern assessment. Which philosophy fits your soul? The choice between Stoicism and Epicureanism ultimately comes down to your temperament and your desired life project. Neither philosophy asks you to be a martyr or a party animal. Both demand discipline and reason. For the Stoic, life's inevitable suffering is not to be avoided, but to be integrated and used as an opportunity to practice virtue, making them ideal for someone seeking inner fortress and unshakable tranquility in a chaotic world. For the Epicurean, a good life is one that is small, private, and filled with deep shared contentment, making them ideal for someone seeking stable contentment and freedom from anxiety. Ultimately, these two ancient systems are best viewed not as competing dogmas, but as two sides of a coin focused on inner peace. The Stoic finds peace through strength and engagement. The Epicurean finds peace through simplicity and retreat. Take the time to observe your own inner landscape. Recognize where your anxieties truly lie, and decide which ancient roadmap will best guide you toward your own personal eudaimonia. If this deep dive into ancient wisdom gave you a new lens to view your life, please let me know which philosophy resonates most with your own quest for a good life in the comments below. Your thoughts add so much to this community. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the enduring ideas that shape our world.